Okay, we're going to be bringing the group back together now.
Yes, ma'am.
Kathy mentioned the plans for the picture at the very beginning. She may repeat it. We're all going up to the
Janelle is walking around now collecting evaluations. She's standing amongst a crowd of people with papers in her hands,
Can I just move this?
waiting for more.
So I volunteered for the best job for the whole conference. I get to thank people.
I thought you were going to evaluate this survey.
Oh, did I volunteer for that too?
Thank you, Stephen, for volunteering.
Darn. This will be a kinesthetic activity because you're going to have to do a lot of clapping. So, we owe an... Is Kent Hughes in the room? He's not. Well, we're going to thank him anyway. We owe our gratitude to Kent Hughes and the Wilson Center for donating the wealth of resources to support the summit. Our meals here are the facilitator time, the space, and the encouragement was such a gift to the Einstein Fellowship and a demonstration of their commitment to our program and to education. And the summit would have not been possible for the help for the Wilson Center. Specifically, I don't think she's in the room. Oh,
Yes, she is.
We need to thank Liz Byers for all of her help, making sure that every need was met while we were here. Even the list yesterday of the Post-its was like there before we could even think to even type it ourselves. So thank you very much. We also want to thank the Department of Energy, Bill Valdez and Brian O'Donnell for their economic support to bring us here, our travel. We have... And I will read the list of supporters in our lovely program. AAAS, Holbrook Travel Services, Key Curriculum Press, National Academies, NCTM. Can I use the acronyms? NEA, we all know these. National Marine Sanctuary Foundation, NOAA, NSF, NSTA, South Carolina Coalition for Mathematics and Science. Thank you, Sherilyn. Triangle Coalition, Department of Energy, Woodrow Wilson Center. And also Ruth's District, Lincoln County School District for doing the data collection for the surveys. So thank you very much, everybody. And it may be cliche, but I'm going to use it anyway. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever does. This organizing committee has worked tirelessly and demonstrated the superior leadership of the Einstein Fellowship. We have benefited greatly from their hard work. We all know how time-consuming classroom teaching is, and many of the organizers worked above and beyond their teaching load to make this happen. First, I'd like to recognize the subcommittees. If you'd stand up so that we can see your face, just because not everybody knows exactly who you are. The fundraising was spearheaded by Ruth McDonald and helped along by Liz Burke and David Kapolka and Art Lebofsky. Thank you so much. The logistics, which we all very much enjoyed, our food and our wonderful hotel and the rooms, and everything was so beautiful. Thank you, Tia McKinney, and she also had to help, although I don't know everybody who helped her. But thank you. Thank you very much. And Art. And the program, which went through 150 rounds of editing with several final, really, we really mean it, it's final. I swear it's final. Lou Glory and the program committee for the program. Thank you so much.
You don't have a list? Where's the list? Stand up if you're on the program committee, subcommittee.
And you've heard many of the names I'm going to read over and over again. Obviously, they wore multiple hats during this whole process. But thank you for Ed Potasnik, who had to leave early, unfortunately, but for getting the ball rolling for us and getting things initiated on the Hill for the support for this. And we all wish him well in his campaign this fall. And I'm going to mention the planning committee, which I guess the program committee and the planning, it's hard to know where one ends and where it begins, but I'm just going to say these people's names because they pretty much were already, but whatever. Luke Laurie and David Kopolka and Tia McKinney and Ruth McDonald Liz Burke, David, I already said that, Janelle Hopkins and John Jackson. Yeah, thank you very much
Kathy.
for all the work. No, we're getting there. I'm getting there. I swear I'm organized. I know that I didn't have all the subcommittee people, but I really know it. Last but not least, our two co-chairs. So when Ed had to step down, someone had to take the helm. And they have spent an unbelievable amount of time making this happen with countless meetings and countless running of telecons and planning sessions and electronic resources and everything. So thank you very much to Art Lebowski and Kathy Gorski for everything you've done for us.
Look at all the Art Lebowskis out there.
So we are going to continue the crescendo a bit because we have one more very special thank you that Kathy is going to do the honors for.
Now, see, I get the best job. You know, way back in the beginning, people told us that this was really going to be the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. It was never going to happen. And we said, we're Einstein fellows. You give us lemons, we make lemonade. And they said, no, not going to happen. And we said that Mayan calendar thing, it is a myth. We are going to go on far beyond 2012. But we all did this really, really well. So before you go out tonight, and we hope nobody's allergic to any of those juices that are made from barley, and celebrate the fine culmination of this, we need to thank our secret agent, the one woman who had gone through and really this would not have happened about. You gave us a standing round of applause. It really needs to go to somebody else. Debbie, you said we shouldn't get you a gift. We didn't get you a gift. But you need to come out and find out what we're doing for you. And I'm going to cry. Because this has gone far beyond what we never hoped. It is pink. I hope it's what you think it is. Now, what's in that bag is not what you're going to see when you go and look on your website. That's only part of it. And just so that everybody knows that Debbie, if you didn't know and you didn't know why you were handing us money, Debbie's other passion is the Susan G. Komen 3-day walk for the cure. We have raised $1,050 for you. It's $1,050.
This is so wonderful. Now I don't have to go do fundraising. I still have like $1,150.
Well, we know you need to take a break and actually do some work for Vance. So we figured that we'd better do something.
Yeah, I have to get walk-ins.
So
This is the most perfect thing. And you're doing, this is all for such a good cause, and we're going to find a cure for breast cancer, which is going to lead the road to finding a cure for other cancers, and it's tax deductible.
and I've got the receipts coming to you.
Thank you very much. This is like a dream come true, this summit. I said 5 years ago, we need to do an anniversary, and I was thinking, let's have a reunion party. You gotta do work. You can't get funding if you don't come up with a summit or a conference. And you're just getting started. I feel like, no, who wants to go home? We still have so much to do. And 5 more years, it will be the 25th anniversary.
And that's for the next group. And so To close the summit and to give us our charge is Art Lebofsky before we head out to the picture.
A couple of quick points. First of all, arriving in the room is Kent Hughes, and I want to make sure that we do recognize all that Kent has done from the Wilson Center for us. So Kent, we mentioned it before, but again, a world of thanks for all that you've been able to facilitate for us. Thank you again. Just a very quick announcement. A couple of you had expressed interest in how a bill becomes law. So there are copies available, thanks to the Wilson Center, on the table when you leave if you're so inclined. Also, I've been informed that the location we were told our picture will be taken in has been changed. Not to worry, we will be led to the new location, and that information will be forthcoming shortly. I now have a charge for you. Bear with me. I charge you, Einstein Fellows, to go forth and multiply. That is that I challenge you to carry the word about this summit and the report of our recommendations on to local, state, and federal agencies, to school districts, to any media outlet that you can contact. Radio, TV, cable, blog, newspaper, they're still around, professional journals. Write something for NSTA, write something for NCTM, put in a program for NCTM, NSTA, in what has occurred here. Do not let this effort wilt and die. Get the names of those who care about education in your home area. Demand that they act on the Einstein Fellowship recommendations. Approach local parent groups, businesses, student groups, anyone that will allow you to make a presentation. Shout from street corners, rooftops, visit legislators at all levels. Speak with confidence, which we have. Speak with authority, which we have, about the job for the children and all to which we have dedicated our very lives. This summit has been a confluence of excellence. Keep the flame lit. Be sure our report is read and gets attention. Ask for follow-up meetings. Ask to speak at legislative sessions, board and committee meetings. The summit is a start. It's not an end. This is a legacy. If you play with a slinky, it will give something in return. It'll make noise for you. It'll give you entertainment. It's like our report. If you do something, you can do something with it. If you let it lie there, nothing is going to be accomplished. Spread the name of this report in the words of the person who, in fact, our fellowship is named. Albert Einstein said, "It is the duty of every citizen, according to his or her best capacities, to give validity to his or her convictions in personal and political affairs." We have the convictions. We need to get them communicated. We now have a tangible legacy. We must nurture it, keep it vital, keep it alive. Thank you for your attention.